Okay, so I was kind of looking for something that could be like an opposite of the situation I'm currently in, and I think I've found just that. I found a currently streaming anime called Are You Lost? Question mark. And I think we're going to watch the first episode of this because it's about 4 girls being stranded on a desert island, but everything's just, hey, happy hunky-dory. So the first episode is called Adrift, and that's what we're going to be watching tonight. And the synopsis is, 4 high school girls lie sprawled on a sandy beach. Sounds scandalous. After an accident strikes their class trip, the girls find themselves stranded on a desert island. Oh, wait a minute, it's just 4 of them? Does everyone else die? Okay. While the 4 introduce themselves, aren't they in the same class? They have to introduce themselves. Is this like a first day of school trip? One of them, Onishima Homare, seems unusually calm. Then she says something shocking. This isn't the first time I've been stranded. Was the previous time when she got stranded in an island with Josh Hutcherson? Oh, I hope so. So I'm gonna finish all these drinks, and we are gonna watch the first episode of Are You Lost? Question mark. Oh, nope, too loud. Sunan desu ka? Oh no, there's a little kid in this. That's not good. You should never eat slugs raw. You also shouldn't lick doorknobs on other planets, because it's illegal. Let's just drink the ocean! What we need right now is moisture. Ha 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 ha. Did she just piss in that girl's mouth? They found a shark. It is like this film, because they're on a rock. So I guess the whole plot about everything being perfectly fine for them is a fucking lie. Where's the part of this episode where a red Jeep Patriot shows up on the beach? Collect spit in your mouth and breathe through your nose. But I got no spit in my mouth. Well, let's just French for a little. What? That's it? Oh, it's a short form! Oh, fuck. Homare and Asuka find a dry stream bed. In order to get water from the dirt they dig up there, they'll have to? Hold on. In order to procure water, the girls explore the island. Homare and Asuka find a dry stream bed. In order to get water from the dirt they dig up there, they'll have to? That's not a right sentence. It's pissing me off. Okay. In order to get water from the dirt. There's no commas. Okay, I'm adding those just sort of subconsciously. In order to get water from the dirt they dig up there, they'll have to? They find a dry stream bed. In order to get water from the dirt they dig up, they'll have to ... exclamation point, question mark. Meanwhile, left behind on the beach, Shion and Mutsu, both faint from dehydration, make a certain promise. Well, I gotta find out what that is. I'm glad we're watching this and not football. You know what? I feel like survival would be pretty tough wearing a miniskirt. Show me the Man vs. Wild episode where Bear Grylls has to do everything that he does while dressed in a Japanese schoolgirl uniform. So far, the survivalist girl has already pissed in one of the girls' mouths and forced another girl to drink water from her sock. If by chance I manage to pee, I want you to drink it. Raw sea urchins, oishi! Eat the bug, honey. Everybody involved with this should sleep for a goddamned eternity. Yeah, this show was made by perverts. So before I start the timer, you already know what I watched. Fuck it. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Starting.
You're so polite. Alright, so, bucking tradition here. I watched the first 2 episodes of Are You Lost? Sonan desu ka? Okay. I'm probably going to say whatever I can because I want to watch football. And I've already missed some of it, and I've probably already missed the first quarter, and I'm kind of bullshit about that. But that's my own bad planning problems. I'm in the middle of this hurricane bullshit, and I've got a few days off, and I got the apartment to myself, and I probably could have done this tomorrow when there wasn't any football, but I decided to start fucking drinking tonight because I'm a goddamn genius. But anyway, so I decided to watch this because I was like, it looks vaguely summery and desert islandy, and that is what it is. And I think the reason why I did not watch this on my own, because I go through whatever is coming out for a season, and I pick, like, usually I start off, like, I'll watch pretty much everything that looks vaguely interesting from the start, at least if it's available on Crunchyroll. Because Amazon's tough to keep track of new stuff, and Funimation I stopped paying for a long time ago, because streaming services are becoming a huge problem based off of the fact that every single company under the goddamn sun has a streaming service. I mean, eventually, like, not many people support me through Patreon, but eventually it's just going to be a streaming service where if you want to watch me, like, you'll have to pay $9.99 a month up front. And you know what? I'm cool with that because I'll make $9.99 a month, but it's just not going to be feasible for everybody to pay all these goddamn subscriptions. But I'm getting off track. I watched the first 2 episodes of a show called Are You Lost? Which I probably didn't watch initially because it's a fucking pervert show. And, but you know what? I've learned in the past that even shows that appear kind of pervy, you can, you know, sometimes there is something there. There is something that can be gained from it. There is some positivity to be taken from it. For example, one of the most notorious ones, at least from my experience, I did a review of this a long time ago, it's called Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which I thought was going to be a pervert show, and it ended up being probably one of the most wholesome and enjoyable shows that I've seen in a long time. I really admire that show a lot, and I am more willing to give benefit of the doubt to a lot of series because that show specifically surprised me. I'm sorry, I have a pimple on my forehead and it's bothering me. I have OCD really bad and I want to pick at it, and I know I shouldn't because I'm just going to make more. And those goddamn acne pads I buy don't do shit! Anywho, so I watched Are You Lost's first 2 episodes, and within the first 2 episodes, I think part of my mustache got in my mouth, excuse me, the first 2 episodes of kind of setting the stage, introducing us to our 4 main characters. I'm looking at the Crunchyroll thumbnails right now. If I weren't looking at them, I would not know what these characters' names were, outside of Homare, who is I would hesitantly call the main character. I mean, all 4 of them are the main characters. It's a short-form series. Each episode's only about 12 minutes long. Homare is the main character. She is, I guess, a survivalist. I don't know. This one's currently airing right now. I think there's 10 episodes available as of this recording. By the time I get posted, it'll be old hat. She's the main character. She's a survivalist. She's done survival stuff with her father before. The other characters don't have, like, any backstory. It seems like they really focus on Homare's backstory with her dad, where she's gone through different survival environments, and of course this is all used for gags, most specifically the fact that she's had to eat balls! That's one of the main jokes of the series, is the fact that she is a previous survivalist, and she has a pretty level head about surviving in this, I don't want to call it a harsh environment, but an unknown environment. She has the most experience dealing with that, and that's used for joke material. The other jokes are the fact that all 4 of these characters are young females with that happen to have bums, vaginas, and boobs, and to terrible comedy writers, that in itself is worthy of joke material. Some Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I am vaguely curious to find out what the rest of this shit is about. Not today, obviously, because I have football to watch. After this comes out, I am going to watch the rest of this, and I am going to do a video on Are You Lost, where I can fully articulate my thoughts, because I think there is some actual interesting stuff to dig into here. Beneath all the perviness that I didn't even mention, I feel, I don't think I even brought up the fact that the survivalist girl pisses in the mouth of one girl and puts dirt in her sock, and another girl drinks the water from it, drinks the sweaty, nasty fucking sock residue of her classmate. I didn't even bring that shit up. And that happens in the first 2 episodes of this show. So, I mean, clearly it's going places that I never even considered possible. Part of me is curious to see what else this bullshit can get up to. And I'm going to dig into it and find out. So, stay tuned, my decent friends, for the Are You Lost? Holy shit, where else can this fucking pervert nonsense get to? But until whenever that is, I have been your host, Chris the Nerd, or, I'm sorry, I have been your host, Khalil Mack. I am his twin, did you not know? I just didn't get into football because I'm fat, short, and have bad knees, but my football IQ is very high. I don't know, goodbye, I guess. Goodbye.